Hi guys, welcome to another battle report. This time I'm going to use my Anglo-Danish. I'm just having a break from the Anglo-Saxons just while I paint up some more miniatures. As I said in my roundup for the poor event, I'm going to try and change around my Anglo-Saxons just to try and make them a bit more interesting to play. I've got some mounted Hearthguard on my table at the moment, just being painted, so hopefully soon we'll get some of those. So we decided to try out some new scenarios we haven't done for a while. My opponent's a new player, he's already played one game, so now he wanted to have a go at some scenarios. We had to go at Battle of the Ford. This is just what he had in his army. So he's got Berserker, a unit of 8 Hearthguard, 2 units of 8 Warriors, and 1 unit of 12 Levy with bows. My force has 1 unit of 8 Hearthguard, 3 units of 8 Warriors, and 1 unit of 12 Levy. Oh, and by the way, they have slings. So this is how we're looking at the beginning of the game. I just got some pictures here, different parts of my opponent's force. To sort of snap on where I had a chance. He's still deciding what he's going to do for his first turn. Unfortunately, my first turn I managed to, my 3 dice managed to roll 2 6s, and I kept them on there for my turns. If I don't say it later on, I played traps my first thing, so that was a bit of a hard slog for the Vikings for that. All my opponent's miniatures, they're all Crusader miniatures. I don't believe there's any other mixes in. Might be 1 or 2, but as far as I know, it's all Crusader. So my opponent basically plays down some abilities to get some offensive abilities ready to charge, and in the meantime he moves across here, had a shot at my guys with his levy bow, but I had intimidation, so he moved and was going to go for a shot, but then I intimidated him. In my turn, I was going to try and push on this flank so I get all my Saga abilities on these guys, and of course I played trapped at the beginning of this turn, so there's a fatigue on, I think the Huskars and the Warriors in front of me, and I put one on the levy on the far side, just because they can easily be exhausted so you can't do too much movement and shooting. And I push forwards here with my Warriors. I thought I'd put them onto the bridge, use my abilities to make them pretty resilient, and see how it goes from there. I've got my Huskars then, obviously, to countercharge. My opponent was a bit nervous and hadn't pushed forward during his turn. He tried to rest his troops up, that's what he was doing, I think, to make sure the fatigue is gone. He tried to rest his levies, but I intimidated his levies from resting, so they didn't do anything else. And then in my turn, I just started pushing my warriors across the bridge, and also had my shield wall ability up, and hard as iron up as well. So my opponent decides to go for it, and attacks these guys up, ready for combat. Both of us put plenty of abilities in on this, but with my higher armor, he had fatigue on him as well. I managed to cause 4 wounds to him, and unfortunately he couldn't get through anything with me. I used his fatigue to raise my armor up. I also had shield walls, so my armor was up to a 6, and I was rerolling my defense rolls. So after a quick rest, excuse me, I push through and drive them off and wipe them out in my following turn, and I just make sure my Huskars are there ready to countercharge when his lot come in as well. On the left hand side, I'm now breaking through on the right hand side, so I started pushing off on the left hand side. He pulls back with his levy back to the hill, but I keep driving forwards on this flank. This is just over a couple of turns I'm just showing you here. And on this side, I've just got my defensive abilities up, put my Huskars up, ready for a countercharge, whatever comes in. I'm going to have to accept the fatigue when my warriors are wiped out. So my opponent chucks in his Hearthguard. We've got all the special abilities he had. I put all my special abilities, and the net result, I mean, this was extremely lucky for me. He had what, 16 attacks. I had 5 up armor. I'm not sure if he came in with fatigue or anything, but the end result was I lost 1 and did that. And he then went for a second round of combat, and his dice completely abandoned him. And out of my 7 attacks that I had, I hit him with all 7. and I wounded with all 7 and killed off all bar 1 of his Hearthguard, and he only managed to kill off 2 of my warriors, even with the 16 odd attacks that he had. So with that, my opponent called it a day. His dice weren't working for as I say, 32 attacks. He managed to kill 3 warriors. So it was a bit unfortunate for him, but he couldn't see any way of pushing my guys away on the left or on the right. So he called it a day on that. So we had time for some more games. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry it's quite a short one. It was just a bit unfortunate for my opponent. It was only his second game, and his dice were definitely against him. That last charge with the Hearthguard pretty much showed that. So hopefully have some more of you soon. I've managed to get some more plays up at the club at the moment, which I'm really happy with, playing Saga. And not only that, War and Conquest. 3 years I've had the rulebook, 3 years I've enjoyed the rules, and finally got players to play it. So hopefully they'll be up soon too. Take care, guys. That was.